this wine, if you like them full-bodied.
Take a big glance in the mirror, pal. Make sure this is what you want to look like when you die.
There's no need to get hostile. There's a right way and a wrong way to settle this, pal.
There's only my way.
I woke up with heartburn so bad you could fry an egg on my chest. You know the night before was a tough one when even the sound of the fizz hurt your head.
Only following your orders.
Yeah, but you have to do it with such a vengeance?
You have a client waiting.
She looked like the kind of woman who put beauty, brains, and class into the same package.
Nancy, I'd like you to meet Mike Hammer. Mike, Nancy Madden.
Hello, Mr. Hammer.
Hello.
My card?
Rebel Fashions.
Yes. I own the company, along with my partner, Lisa Weldon.
You must be doing very well. I've heard a lot of good things about the Revell line.
Well, we'll know that one way or another next week. You know, I spent all of last year designing a line for this season. I've borrowed to the hilt. And now when we're a week from kickoff, I'm afraid that I could have...
You have a problem?
Yes. I'm afraid it could be serious, Mr. Hammer.
You okay?
Yeah.
She had her whole life in front of her until she walked into my office.
Well, the bullet that killed her was meant for you, Hammer.
The men found this on the roof across the street, 223.
What was Nancy Madden doing here?
I don't know. She never had a chance to tell me.
Well, this ought to do wonders for your business, Hammer. People will be clamoring to hire you so they can get shot in your office.
Very funny.
Anyway, you'll get the rifle casing over to ballistics and check out Revell Fashions.
I was at Macy's, shopping for a birthday present for Bobby.
That's right. He's going to be 12 next week.
Isn't that something? Mike, be careful. I'm gonna do some checking on my own on this one. See who's out and about. Who's really not a big fan of yours.
Start with Barrington. I'm sure he's got a list.
Be careful. Hello, Val. Mike in?
Sure is.
Yo,
I got 2 words for you. Kenny the Knife.
Kenny the Knife is 3 words, Pad.
Well, here's the 2 words. Watch out. He just got paroled.
Kenny the Knife has just been paroled?
Imagine letting a guy like that out of prison.
Hey, let him come. If he wants me, I want him.
Well, you might get him in a way you don't want. Let me get you some police protection.
Pat, if I were you, I'd give Kenny the police protection. You know, Betsy loves Kenny. Love to give him a kiss right between the eyes.
A kiss? Mike, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't like being a target. I'll see you around.
Isn't he the one who stabbed you in the shoulder and swore he'd kill you when he got out of prison?
Yeah, that's our Kenny. Isn't he a sweetheart? I'll see you later.
Mike, you're not going on the street with Kenny the Knife out there.
What? It's safer in here? Come on.
Well,
Belda was burning up the phone wires trying to track down Kenny the Knife, with no luck. Meanwhile, I checked out some of his old haunts, but I didn't find any sign of him. I kept feeling Kenny's eyes crawling up my spine every place I went. The next day, I decided to make a condolence call to Revell Fashions. I was feeling guilty about Nancy Madden. She took a bullet that was probably meant for me.
Excuse me. Did you tell me who's in charge here?
I'm sorry. There's been a death, and
Yes, I know. Nancy Madden.
I'm Cynthia Henley. I'm the bookkeeper.
Hello, Mike Hammer.
Lisa Weldon's in charge. She's over there talking to the detective. Excuse me.
Thanks. What's going on?
Nothing much here, just routine. Let's face it, Mike. You were the target. Kenny the Knife was probably the shooter. I want to get this thing wrapped up, get back down to Macy's. It's down to either a catcher's glove or a glider plane.
Pat, I still want to find out why Nancy Madden came into my office.
So do I.
Who's that guy in the tweed?
Oh, it's Paul Madden, Nancy's uncle. He's taking it pretty hard.
Okay, thanks.
If I don't get this money, I'm going to end up at Sheepshead Bay.
No more. Look, it's getting way out of hand now. I can't afford to.
Miss Weldon, I'm Mike Hammer. I'm very sorry about what happened to Nancy Madden.
I don't know why Nancy went to see you, Mr. Hammer. You're certainly the wrong person to go to.
Well, I hope you don't think I feel good about what happened. I certainly don't.
Nancy didn't have an enemy in the world. You're the guy they were after, Mr. Hammer. You're the one that should be dead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
We were just very close, and I'm upset. Sorry.
This loan you made to your niece, Mr. Madden, was it a big one?
Well, in garment district terms, no. But it was my life savings. Legally, I'm entitled to call the loan now, but if I tried to collect on it, I'd get only about 50 cents on the dollar if I was lucky. I really don't want to talk about that right now. Nancy worked so hard for all of this.
Mike Hammer, Paul Madden. Works for the Markel Toy Company. Nancy was his niece.
Mr. Madden, I'm terribly sorry about...
Excuse me.
Pat, who's that?
It's Tony Weston. He also does business with the company. Linden Supply. Well, we're about wrapped up here. Now listen, so far we don't have a trace on Kenny the Knife, but he is definitely out there. I want you to watch yourself.
Hey, come on, Pat. He's got to check in with his parole officer.
Strangest thing happened. Kenny's parole officer fell off a subway platform, got hit by a train.
Accident? Well, they must have assigned him a new parole officer. I mean, he's got to check in with the new guy.
Well, they did. So far, he can't locate Kenny.
People don't go to a private detective without a reason. I had to know why Nancy Madden came to see me. Maybe her Uncle Paul had some information, so I paid a visit to the Markel Toy Company where he worked.
I am your magic wand breeder. Come breed with me.
And I'm Mike Hammer. I'm here to see Paul Madden.
I could show you the ins and outs of these electronic games.
Really?
I love to teach newcomers. This one's called Teach and Tell.
Whatever happened to rubber duckies and cat pistols?
But don't you think these are more stimulating?
Well, I like to leave a little something to the imagination.
Mr. Madden's in here.
Thanks. Hello, Mr. Madden. You're looking peaked. You're Tony Weston, aren't you?
Yeah, who are you?
Mike Hammer. I'm a private investigator. How's the linen business?
I get by.
Tell me something. How many towels did you have to move to buy that Ferrari?
What kind of a question is that? Look, pal, I'm legit. You see if I didn't help Nancy Madden with the bills on the cutters' aprons.
I've been approached by a lot of different linen companies, Mr. Hammer. Tony here is one of the most professional of them all. Going to lunch at my club. Would you care to join us?
Only if it's a private club.
I can recommend this wine if you like them full-bodied.
I certainly do, but I think I'll have a beer.
Figures.
Tony, we can't all have your flair for class.
You might be interested to know, Mr. Hammer, that this is one of the oldest clubs in New York City. Some of our members can be traced all the way back to Plymouth Rock.
Really? They must be pretty old by now.
Do you belong to a club, Hammer?
Yeah, the YMCA. I work out there every now and again.
We have a gym upstairs. I work out every afternoon. Well, I can recommend this crowd if you're interested. It's flown in fresh daily.
Here on A&E.
Good old beer. If I hadn't been reaching for one, I'd have had a bullet in my head.
Not a bad picture of you.
Hey.
I'm worried, Mike. Don't you think it'd be a good idea if you took a little vacation?
Are you kidding? A vacation? Forget it. Listen, did you check on Tony Weston's history?
Sure did.
Yeah, just like I thought. Done time in Attica, connected to organized crime. What's in the box?
Your gumball machine. I got it fixed.
Really? Nice work. Hey.
So you won't be needing this.
Hey, look at this guy.
Well, not a very good picture.
Hey, Pat.
Just heard from the lab. The bullet we dug out of the restaurant wall matches the one fired from across the street the other day. 223, cyanide laced. What does that tell you?
Tells me it was the same guy.
Guy? It's Kenny the Knife, Mike. He's got a bullseye painted on your back.
I figured if I could trace the cyanide bullets, I could find the hitman. My connection was a guy named Johnny Moretti, who was a regular at Aqueduct.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Mikey, how you doing, huh?
Ben.
So you made the papers this morning.
Yeah. Johnny, I need some information.
Today's your lucky day. Got a hot tip for you next race. Bet your lungs on the 10-horse, Dr. Maybe. You should go wire to wire.
Thanks, Johnny, but I need some information on a hitman. Now, look, I'm looking for a guy who sugars his lead with cyanide.
Mikey, I don't deal with guns no more. Remember? I'm in the middle of a grand jury investigation.
Johnny, I know, and you don't give me what I need, the grand jury's going to be the least of your problems.
Mikey, I told you. I don't deal with guns anymore.
Johnny, I know, but I also know you know who does. Now, look, do me this favor. Find out what you can and give me a call, huh?
All right. But remember, you're going to owe me one.
Thanks, sir.
It is now 5 minutes to post time.
Hey, Ozzy, don't do that.
Oh, yeah, I seen the paper, yeah.
What's the matter, Mike? You all right? Yeah. How you doing, Richie?
Listen, I have got the hottest tip on this next race.
I know. Number 10, Dr. Maybe.
Oh, wrong, Hammer.
Mike, you want to get down on the 9-horse. The 9-horse. Still kicking.
Huh?
Come on, let's go. Put 20 right on his nose.
Come on, Mike.
Boy, I don't know, but...
Don't miss out.
No, listen, I can't...
20 to win on the number 9 horse. Still kicking.
20 to win.
20 to win, number 9.
Yeah. The horses are nearing the starting gate.
Hey, Ozzy, you see that guy over there with the fat man? You know who he is?
Never seen him, but I do know who the fat man is.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Heavy-duty Shylock. And believe me, Mike, you don't want to mess with him.
The horses are in the starting gate. The flag is up. It's Dr. Maybe going to the front. Loser's Boy is second, with Lou's Dream in between horses third and still kicking on the outside fourth, followed by Sally B, Bright Star, and $1 Million. As the field races on to the far turn, Dr. Maybe enjoys the lead by 2 lengths.
Come on, 9. Come on, 9. Come on.
Now still kicking, rambles up on the outside to challenge. Nice Dream is right there between horses as they race down the stretch. Still kicking on the outside, Forges to the front by a head. Lou's Dream is second with Dr. Maybe back to third. In the run for the wire, still kicking on Lou's Dream. Right first time. As they cross the line of finish, on the outside, still kicking is the narrow winner with Lou's Dream second, Dr. Maybe third.
Does Ozzy know how to pick him? He sure does.
Try to show a little enthusiasm, huh? See, the fat man advanced the other guy 8 big ones to bet on number 10, Dr. Maybe. Makes you wonder about people who bet with money they don't have, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
Hey, come on, let's go collect.
I wanted more information about Tony Weston, so I went to a place called the Silver Spool, a garment center hangout.
Thank you, Lisa. I'll call you soon.
Thank you. Are you watching me?
Well, you are nice to look at.
We should start off the right way.
Of course, there is the possibility that you had a bullet put through my office window. No, I said possibility.
Did anybody ever tell you you're strange?
Mm-hmm, but not to my face.
Well, as long as we're talking about possibilities. In theory, I mean. Why me? What motive would I have?
Well, I checked with your insurance underwriter. You have a key person insurance policy, which means you're entitled about $250,000 because of Nancy Madden's death.
Terrific. Check further. That money is tied up because of the police investigation, and if it is released in the next decade, it will be used to pay off my business debts. That is the purpose of key person insurance, you know.
Unless it's siphoned off.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a well-known underworld scam. They infiltrate a business, suck up all the assets, then send the company into bankruptcy so the legit creditors can pick the empty bones.
Do I look like a gangster to you?
You look like an angel, which is more than I can say for the guy you were with yesterday.
Tony Weston?
Uh-huh. Aside from doing time in Attica, you couldn't cut his links to organized crime with a chainsaw.
I don't believe that.
Really? What's his connection to your business?
He supplies us with linen, that's all.
You believe that?
Look, I know what I'm talking about. I also know from reading about you in the newspaper that there was a second attempt on your life, and you have several known enemies. So, don't you have something better to do? I mean, there is someone who's after you, isn't there?
Yes, there's a guy named Kenny the Knife. He lives up to his name. He's a very sweet guy. Manslaughter's his hobby.
Perfect. Why am I sitting next to you?
Good question.
Because I like what I see. Got some time? I'd like to show you something.
Sure. Check, please. Hey, I thought you were taking me for a nightcap.
Nancy and I started out with next to nothing. We got this place because there had been a fire here and the owner couldn't afford to fix it up. We did it all ourselves. Just with our own two hands. We worked for 2 months straight. We even slept here.
You must have wanted your own business pretty badly.
Yeah. Do you think that after all that work, I'd let organized crime have something to do with my business?
You mean you'd actually refuse a high-rent co-op on the Upper East Side?
I've got a rent-controlled apartment in the village.
What about a round-trip ticket to Sicily? All expenses paid.
Well, if it was for two. Oh, by the way, I do serve nightcaps here.
Really?
Something you really miss in your life, Mike?
Yeah, lots of things. I especially miss going to the ballpark with my dad on Sunday afternoons. He was a great guy.
Here's to your dad.
To you. Belda. Who are these guys?
They read about you in the newspaper. They're insurance salesmen. Life insurance.
Boys, thanks anyway, but I've got all the life insurance I need.
Pat called. Someone may have spotted Kenny the Knife in the Times Square area.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and there's a Cynthia Henlon in your office.
The bookkeeper from Ravel's?
Yeah?
Miss Henlon.
What can I do for you?
Mr. Hammer, I know you think the bullet that killed Nancy was meant for you, but I'm not so sure.
You think somebody wanted to kill Nancy? Why?
Well, I think the business was being milked. That's why we're broke.
Well, you're the bookkeeper. I'm sure that a quick look at the books will tell you something.
No, you won't find a thing. My books are perfect.
Well, maybe there was a second set of books.
Yes, I think so. Lisa has a computer record she keeps locked up. It doesn't match my records.
Miss Ellen, if you're trying to tell me that Lisa is mixed up in this, you're going to have a tough time convincing me.
Well, they say Lisa's such a great salesperson because she had a lot of purchasing experience before she got in the garment business with other people's credit cards. Good day, Mr. Hammer.
Mike, Johnny Moretti just called. He wants you to meet him in Aqueduct.
Thanks.
Okay.
Post time is in 1 minute.
Hey, Johnny. What's the matter with you? Looks like the grand jury already got to you.
Worse. You know your Cyanide man?
Yeah.
The word is he's a nutcase, a stone killer.
His name isn't Kenny the Knight, is it?
I don't know, Mike. He's for hire. 10 G's buys any kind of life you want. Man, woman, or child.
How do I make contact with him?
Visit a bar called The Keep after midnight. The guy you're looking for is wearing a signet ring with Satan on it.
Is he freelance?
That's the word. And the second word is there was a customer looking to contact your Cyanide man even before you him.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Some geek by the name of Tony Weston. And Mike, be careful.
Thanks, Johnny.
It seemed like the bullet that went through my office window was meant for Nancy Madden. As a suspect, Tony Weston looked like a favorite and was rapidly moving around the far turn into first place. Night and murder. I knew somehow Tony Weston figured in that equation, but that didn't make me feel any less easy about Kenny the Knife.
Here are the bank and financial records you asked for.
Oh, great.
Interesting reading.
Look at this. Tony Weston owes just about everybody.
Yeah. And there's another chewy tidbit on Lisa Weldon.
You know, I'm not sure I believe all that stuff that Cynthia Henley was trying to feed me about Lisa.
Well, you better read what it has to say about Lisa anyway.
Oh, no.
Excuse me. My compliments to your designer.
What? Of my clothes?
No, of your body.
Are you busy for the next 5 or 6 hours?
Yeah, I gotta change my hat.
Actually, I'm not into clothes at all.
Really? I'll make a note.
Are the girls getting to you?
Never enough.
Here's a printout of Lisa Weldon's computer records.
Oh, good. Is the boss in?
Yeah, she's with Paul Madden trying to sweet-talk him into extending her credit.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sure everything's going to work out just fine.
That's great.
Well, I've extended the loan. Am I a fool, Mr. Hammer? But don't answer that.
Bye-bye.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
This is a nice surprise.
This is not such a nice surprise. Forgery? Credit card fraud? Do you want me to go on? Miss Weston? Why didn't you tell me Tony was your brother?
Right. I lied to you.
I know. Why?
I had to. That was 5 years ago. My business is on the ropes as it is. If people knew I had a criminal record, that would be the end of it.
And what about your brother Tony? I mean, his background is even juicier than yours. Between the two of you could start an act.
My brother's trying to go straight, and he's doing quite well with his linen business.
Yeah, he's doing just great. He just dropped $8,000 at the track. What do you think of that?
You think people change overnight? It's hard. It takes time.
I know it takes time, and it takes a little bit of luck, too. And what about people who get in your way, like Nancy Madden?
Nancy was my friend.
Yeah. And I bet Tony loved her, too. Until she wouldn't let him take over the business.
Tony's not a killer. Both he and I lied to save our chance at starting over. He and I were losers. This business was my chance at starting a new life. Nancy understood that. I wish that you did too.
Lisa, what I do understand is that Nancy Madden is dead, and you lied to me. Now listen, it's not easy for me either, but I can tell you something, Lisa. I'm going to follow this thing through all the way to the end.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Well, go do what you have to do then. Get out. Just get out!
In the back streets of the city, you can dig up some pretty strange bars. And if you dug down really far, you'd find the Keep. The circus sure had changed since I was a kid. Figured that the Cyanide killer would hang out in a place like this.
Take a big glance in the mirror, pal. Make sure this is what you want to look like when you die.
No need to get hostile.
You have insurance?
Excuse me, could you please tell me and a wrong way to settle it, pal?
It's only my way.
That's the wrong way. Drop it, pal.
Okay, don't drop it. I didn't like sending him to leather heaven. He was the best lead I had.
Theater here on A&E.
All the evidence pointed to Tony Weston. I didn't want to believe his sister Lisa was guilty too, but she had to be, unless Cynthia was lying.
Say, Mike.
Hey, Pat. What do you got in the bag?
Got it from Paul Madden's toy company. Gave me a real good deal. Electronic hockey game. What do you think?
Personally, I'd rather have 2 tickets to the Garden. You got the computer printout?
Computer shows Revell Fashion's going through a classic organized crime milking operation. Hate to say it, Mike, but you're right on target.
Any ideas running the show?
Tony Weston. He's even drawn a salary from Revell Fashions. The motive is there. Nancy Madden finds out, decides to blow the whistle, calls a private detective.
Too bad you started with the wrong one.
Tony Weston found the Cyanide killer and put a contract out on Nancy Madden. Tomorrow we get the warrant, make the collar.
Any chance of Barrington questioning another witness beforehand?
Who, Lisa?
No, Cynthia Hanlon, Revell's bookkeeper.
Well, I'll see what I can do, but it's clear to me Tony Weston's the key.
Yeah, but Cynthia Hanlon may be the lock.
Right over here.
Emma, I've been waiting for you. You won't be needing that.
I see you finally found me, Kenny.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
I'm sure you have.
A real long time. This is gonna give me a lot of pleasure.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
I've been locked away for years. And it's all on your account.
Hey, I'd do it again, Ken.
Well, I just want to thank you.
Thank you?
It turned my whole life around being in that joint. I did a lot of searching inside. I come to love God. I love my country. I almost think I love my mother. And I owe it all to you, Hammer.
That's my Kenny.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks a lot. Anytime, buddy.
How's the shoulder?
Oh, it's not bad. I'll live with it.
Let's stay in touch.
Yeah. Let's have lunch together. You got it. Mike, have a good one. Ready? Yeah. Got the gun?
Yeah, here it is. No, not here.
She comes out of the brownstone. You drive past. You fire one shot. I'll be waiting for you right over here. Got it?
One shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike. Wait. What? Oh, sorry. Mike, should I aim over her head? What do you think?
That's a very good idea. Aim over her head. Now go.
Okay, over her head. Oh, Mike.
Oh, no.
Mike, this is important. Should I be wearing a ski mask or something?
Wear a ski mask? I don't care, Ozzy. Wear anything you like. Just get ready right now. Now, do you understand me?
Okay, I'm going, boy. Okay, sister, end of the line.
Okay, sister, end of the line. Ozzy had done his job well. Cynthia was good and scared. Now maybe I could get her to talk and clear up a lot of questions I had about Nancy Madden's death.
Now boarding train number 16 for Hartford. Now boarding train number 4 for New Haven and Boston on track number 15. Train number 4 leaving New Haven and Boston on
Sorry, ladies, it's visiting hour.
10 minutes.
Leaving town so soon?
None of your business.
Boise, Idaho. Nobody goes there. You know, it's too bad, Cynthia. A nice girl like you getting involved in a murder.
I already talked to the district attorney. He didn't hold me.
Well, I'm sure that he'll have you back again. You can count on that.
You're crazy. I told the DA what I'm telling you. I don't know anything.
You know, they can prove that you phoned that computer printout.
I have nothing to say.
It's all right, dear. It's unisex day.
This man's a pervert. Will you call a cop?
What are you doing in here? Get out! 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 Out!
Just a lover's quarrel, madam.
Out!
Don't get so upset, darling.
Would you get your hands off me? Police! 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 Officer, this man followed me into the ladies' room.
Not another one. Did he do anything? Did he touch you? You want to press charges?
No, I have a train to catch. Excuse me.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute!
You're not going anywhere.
Listen, I'm a private investigator. You want to see my ID?
Yeah. So you're a private investigator. It still doesn't tell me what you're doing in the ladies' room, does it?
I'm investigating a very special case. This lady... Never mind. Cynthia got away, but I got her dress. I played my ace and lost. I scared Cynthia, but I didn't scare her enough to talk. Why would she be leaving town with just one dress from Nancy Madden's collection? It didn't make sense. Or did it? In my
my racket, you never know where you're going to get your clues. Sometimes it's a matter of pushing the right buttons, or in this case, of cutting them open. Jackpot. The last time I saw Lisa, we hadn't parted on such good terms. The fashion show had put her in a better mood.
Hi.
How's it shaping up?
Okay, I guess. Just a little nervous.
Listen, where's Tony? I want to talk to him.
Mike, please don't start any trouble. Not tonight.
Excuse me. Tony.
Excuse me.
Question. Why does your name come up on the street when people start asking for a contract man who laces his bullets with cyanide?
That's easy. You know my connections.
Tony.
No, Lisa, he's gonna blow for us anyway. Yeah, I asked around. I wanted to find him, so you put the hit out. But you got there first.
Connection? Hit? What's going on here?
I just wanted to make sure.
Make sure what? These people doing anything illegal?
Let's play an old-fashioned, non-electronic game called Who's Got the Button? Sweetheart, come here, please. Very nice. Let's just open this up a little. How's that?
Great. How is it for you?
Terrific. Thanks.
Mike, what in the world are you doing?
I'll bet you didn't know that Uncle Paul's teach and tell game is run by the same little microchip that sends ICBMs to Duluth. Look familiar, comrade? Uncle Paul's favorite way of smuggling high-tech microchips to his favorite customer, the Soviet Union. Only Nancy Madden found out about it. And that's why she came to my office. And that's why you had her killed.
That's insane.
Really? Cynthia Henlon worked for you. And Cynthia had a dress just full of little missile starters.
Put it down, Matt.
Put it down, Madden. Very clever, Madden. Making everything look like just another organized crime takeover in the garment district. You and your friend Cynthia, you even went to the trouble of phoning up another set of books so that Tony would look guilty. No, Madden, over here. You gotta improve your aim, Madden. Lisa and Nancy loaning them your life savings. That was cute. Only you never had $50,000 in your bank account. But your friends in the Kremlin, they gave you lots of money, didn't they? Miss Madden. Close, but no cigar, Madden. Over here, Madden. Over here. Over here. You're getting warmer. You're getting hot. Now you're getting hotter. Now you're on fire. And now you're out of bullets. Here I am, Madden. This is for Nancy Madden. And that was for America. Great timing, Barrington.
Thanks.
You okay?
Yeah. Oh, I just can't believe it was Nancy's uncle. This should have been Nancy's show.
Make it your night. It's up to you now.
Hey, people can change, you know. Tony promised me he'd sell his Ferrari to pay off his track debts.
Tony's lucky. If I sold my car, I'd be lucky to make the track admission fee.
I won't forget you, Mike.
Listen, you got a show to do, kid. We'll talk about it later. It didn't surprise me that the other side wanted our computer chips. They've already gotten our Levi's and our rock and roll. But there's one thing they'll never get. That deep down satisfying feeling that your backside belongs to no one but you.
American justice declares a state of emergency as kids commit a shocking new percentage of heinous crimes. Tonight at 9 Eastern, 10 Pacific. Now, Pierce Brosnan performs his own stunts when Remington Steele joins the circus.